What day is it? It is a Saturday. Yeah, if it is a Saturday, it just basically means that we are live. Yeah, we are live. And we're going to be talking about passing it on. And welcome to Saturday evening. And if you've never been here before, this is M5 Property Addicts, where we talk anything and around property. And you get to ask me some questions as well on a Saturday evening. We do this all the time. Every Saturday, 7 o'clock, we are here and we talk about the properties themselves. We talk about the properties themselves and what's working, what's not working for you. And wherever you're watching me from, be it on Insta, how's it going? And the guys that are on YouTube, how's it going? And the guys that are on Facebook, bonjour to you. Apparently, the people that are on Facebook are so old. And I'm like, wow, that makes me feel like a dinosaur then. And the guys that are on Insta are the zhuang of today. Yeah. I don't know about YouTube. Maybe you're on the in between. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pass It On. We talk about real estate. Why do we speak about real estate? Is because something that I have a passion for. It is a vehicle that has taken me out of just being grinding from work, 9 to 5. Not that you have to. We all have our different strategies in life. But the thing was that for me, I didn't want to work for a long time for someone else. I didn't want to work for someone else for a long time, but I enjoy working. I actually work more harder than what I do. Hey, the guys that are on YouTube, can you guys hear us? In the thumbs, in the comments, they just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Actually, everywhere. I didn't I didn't test my sound to see whether you guys can hear me. Just now, I'm talking to myself, and there's no one else on the other side. By the way, I do love interaction. So send me some love, send me some comments, send me something so that I can see that I'm not talking to myself. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to your comments, and your queries, that wherever you are watching us from. Yeah. So my voice a little bit crackly today. Um, my missus, she had some form of a flu that came from hell. Yeah, we almost thought it was COVID at one point. But then the COVID said, no, it's not COVID. It's just a flu. I don't know if you guys have been having such kind of a flu wherever you are. So I'm just checking in. Can you guys hear me? Right? Give me some thumbs up, something. Just give me a comment if you can hear me. Okay, someone says you're frozen. There's a second, but sounds good. Okay, awesome. So the guys that are on Insta, they can hear me. Awesome. The guys that are on YouTube, can you guys hear me? Just give me a thumbs up or in the comments there if you guys cannot hear me, or else maybe we actually need to stop and then check it out. So whilst we're getting everyone else to come in, it is a Saturday. What does Saturday mean? Well, it basically means that it is what we call pass it on. Why do we call it pass it on? Right. I got to be trained with a guy that is called Robert Kiyosaki. Some of you might know him. You might not know. But this guy here who did this here thingy, this game here that's called the cash flow quadrant. He's a good teacher of mine, and he's been teaching quite a lot of people. And I do say he's a good teacher of mine because ownership is a problem. I do have problems with ownership. I like to have ownership. Let me see what other books he wrote here. Oh yeah, I got the Rich Dad Poor Dad book here. This is one of my first books that kind of like brought me into light in terms of property. What can it do for you? You see that? And it's one of those books that I think every property entrepreneur, if you ever ask them of a book that they have read, this book here continuously comes up. I don't think that I've ever spoken to anyone that haven't really said this book was a powerful book. Recently, there was another one that came out that's called Fake that I'm still busy with. I'm going on my second time round. And when I say he's my teacher, you can see I've got all the material here, right? I'm learning from this guy. And whenever he's in South Africa, I also go and learn out in his class. Another book that is also key for me, for you guys, I'm talking about my teacher, right? Is Why the Rich, right? Why the Rich Get Richer, right? He also wrote that book. So he's a great teacher. But tonight I'm not here to talk about Robert Kiyosaki. I want us to talk about the 2022 strategies. 2022 strategies. All right. What are the best strategies for 2022 that we can deploy and get us to work? And the reason why I was talking about my teacher there is that my teacher is always saying that you need to learn. If you learn, the more you're going to learn, the more that you're going to thrive. I've seen it in myself. I used to be employed back in the days. I enjoy working very, very hard. I actually work more hours now than I used to do back in the days. I think when I was employed, I probably used to do like 10 hours of work, and now I do maybe run about at average, maybe 15, 16 hours in a day. Why? Because I enjoy working. But I also enjoy the process that comes with working. And in here, my earning is not kept. My earning is not kept. This is something else that people don't understand. If you're working for yourself, the harder you work and the smarter you are working, the rewards is not kept. If you are working as an employee, your rewards are kept. You every 30 days you're going to be getting paid 10,000 rand, right? And over and above that, they might give you a bonus. So bonus could be maybe, I don't know, 20 grand, double your income, and then that's how they reward you. But in the same time frame, if I am go to work and I push in 12 hours to 15 hours on my own work, I am actually the stumbling block to my success. But if I do work hard and I'm working smart and I'm putting the right strategies in place, it basically means that I can earn more money. So it's no longer 10,000, it could be 100,000, it could be 100,000 on one deal, right? And it can be 200,000, it can be 200,000 on one deal, it can be 1 million on one deal, right? So it's how hard am I working through? Am I trying to convince you that you need to work for yourself? Mm-mm. No, that's not my ambition. My ambition is to tell you to create an awareness in your space that real estate, it is the holy grail of people that have become millionaires, right? So you can check for yourself, even on the Forbes. I think we still have a couple of people. So even if you look into Forbes, I think you'll see maybe a number of people, a number of industries that are people who are millionaires. Real estate will pop up, technology will pop up. We're living in a tech world, so technology will pop up. And another one would be merchants or retail, something like that. Those are kind of like the three big things. And the question that I want to ask of you now, if you're not in the technology, in the Facebook or any of these big techs that are coming up, then why are you not wanting to go into something else that you know that if you jump into, your possibilities of making it is better? Your possibilities. Do I want you to be on the Forbes list? Do I want to be on Forbes list? Not really. But there's nothing wrong with dreaming. I'm dreaming. I'm consistently dreaming. If they put me on the Forbes there, I think I'm gonna just chase for the Forbes for Africa for now, and then boom. We've got our own Patrice Mtsipe. He is on. Oh, he's on the international actually. There's another African guy. Actually, there are several African people that are on the Forbes list. Patrice being one, Strive Masiwa being another, Mohammed, someone from Swaziland, and there's a couple of guys from Nigeria that are on there. I think it was about 4 or 5. These are the African. This is in US dollars, guys that are billionaires in US dollars, right? Now, I might be boring you with all of this information. It's like, say, TJ, yo, I'm just earning like a 20 grand. Like, how am I going to get to be on the Forbes list? That's not the idea. The idea is that you know where you are today. So the best strategies for 2022, that's what I want to talk about. you know where you are today, right? So I just want to see who's got rental properties that they already have, right? If you've got one in terms of tenants, just write one. If you've got 5 tenants, just type in 5. So just want to take a gauge on the guys that are online with me now. How many properties do you have that you are renting out? So just type in a 1 if you got a 1 a tenant. If you got 2 tenants, just type in a 2. If you got 0, just type in 0, right? And this is going to craft my message to you on what are the best 2022 strategies that you can deploy. So I've got 2 papers here for the guys that are starting off, and another one that the guys that are wanting to scale it to make it a business like me, you know. So yeah, whilst we're going ahead, let me know in the chat, right? How many doors are you managing? How many tenants do you have right now on your books? If you got 0, you got 0. Just type in 0. If you've got 4, just type in 4. If you've got 10, just type in 10. I'm not looking for ESET agency. I'm talking about you as your real estate investor. How many properties do you have that you are renting out? Okay. So remember, I am talking about what we are calling here. This is Pass It On. Welcome to Pass It On. And I am talking about best strategies for 2022. Best strategies for 2022. Right. So I'm gonna go to the guys on Insta. Let me see the guys on Insta. Right. Hey Sepedi, welcome to Pass It On. Sepedi says 5 tenants. Well done on you. Uncle Malume, Uncle Malume. Yeah, I like that. 0 there. Okay, good. Welcome. I'm gonna help you out, brother. Don't worry. I'm here for you. Right. I almost didn't go live today. I was like to my wife, I'm so sick, I'm not even going to go there. And then I remembered that you are expecting me. I made a promise to come. So I had to put on my best gear. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. It's 30 minutes, I can do it. TJ, let's go. So I'm really thankful that you've been able to pitch up now. I won't be talking to myself. The best strategies for 2022. The guys on YouTube, I don't see anyone on YouTube. No, there's about 40 people on YouTube. And where are your comments? How many properties do you have? 0, 1, I don't know. And then someone else says 0. Okay, good. A couple of people are 0. Okay. 1, 1. Okay. 4, 1, 0. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of people that are on the 0 mark. They are wanting to start. People who are on the 0 mark, they are wanting to start. So I'm going to give you guys the best strategy for 2022. Are you all ready? Let me know in the chat. Are you all ready for us to give you the 2022 best strategy? My best strategy for 2022 to you. I want to give that to you so that you can make some moolah, so that you can make some money. Maximize your profits, and you can be grateful. All right, good. I see a couple of yes, 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 I'm ready. Yes, yes. And the guys on Insta today, they are dead. Nobody wants to talk to me there. Ooh, I don't know what's wrong with the Instagram. But anyway, let's continue. Right, strategy number 1. Okay, you got a pen and paper? Get ready with your pen and paper. But the beauty of this is that obviously this is also being recorded. So we'll still keep this thing. Best strategies for 2022. I'm going to give you what are my top 3 strategies, or maybe 4. I might throw in a bonus for you. And and out of that, you guys can implement them. So best strategy number 1. You need to understand what fires you up. You need to understand what fires you up. That's a question that I'm actually asking you. What do I mean by firing? You need to understand what fires you up. So the bottom line is that, yeah, all of us, we get excited all of us, we who we are because of our background, because of what we have learned, because of our society, because of our background. There's so many things that come very natural to us. So many things that come natural to us. Now, amongst those things, what comes out very natural to fire you up, right? So for me, I get fired up by just knowing that if I'm to go and get a deal, my family is well fed. That fires me up. Like if I think of my daughter and my son, and I'm thinking, if I get to this deal here, I can give them an experience that I've never had before. So my son was on an airplane before he was 6, not 6, actually much younger. I think he was 2 when he got in an airplane. My daughter, the same thing. Hey, I got to be on an airplane for the first time. I was 30 years old. Right? That fires me up. Okay? Knowing that I can provide for my kids and they like a different experience of my upbringing. Okay? What's the other one? I want to give you a very example one, an easy one, which is a hot topic right now in my household. Both my kids have been to the bush, like seeing proper wildlife. When I mean like wildlife in the reserves, like they're not tamed there, right? And both my kids have been able to see that at a young age. And now my big boy, he's about 13. He's going 13 now. And recently he says to me, Dad, can we not go and see like other animals that are not African animals? And I'm like, son, all animals are African animals. Which other animal? He says, like a polar bear. Can we go to Russia? I'm not even thinking about Russia, right? And my son is thinking about it. Why? Because it's the exposure that I've given. But where is that exposure coming from? It is coming from the fact that I got fired up in providing for them a different experience than they can get. They're not going to get this from school. They're not going to get it from there. So someone needs to do it. So that's the first one. The first one is what fires you up. So if you identify what fires you up, then you can make it your reason of doing what you do. And by the way, if you are here, you're following me and you are here, you're listening to me, it's because you want to be in real estate. Okay? And that's okay. So I can help you to be in real estate because this is what I do. So I can help you within that space. Some of you have come through to my training programs and things like that. And some of you have come through to be mentored with me or some of my team members. That's great. But the other question that I want to ask of you now is, even though I am giving you the indication and asking you what fires you up, I can't help you identifying that. I can't. I don't know you. And even if I do, right? Like I'm going to give you an example. Before I got married, I was a very different person from what I am today. So my wife actually, she knows me in the moment. But I am consistently an evolving person, just like you, just like her as well. So with that, the only person who can understand the firing up is you. So what fires you up? That's what I want to hear from you guys. What fires you up? So think about it. If you want to think about this, and then you can type in a little bit later. That's homework number 1. Let us know what fires you up. Okay? If you understand what fires you up, then you can do and you can make that a reason of doing what you want to do. If it is in real estate, then we're going to do it in real estate. Okay? So the reason of me pushing into business is that of my family, because it's something that I didn't have. It's something that I grew up without. So I'm extremely pumped. So I do everything for them. Okay. So that's strategy number 1. You gotta need to understand that. Now I'm talking to you today. This is not a strategy about, you need to get through this deal. We've been talking about deals the whole year. We've been talking about deals. Today I want to talk to you. I want to speak to you as the person, whatever your name is, right? I want to speak to you to help you for the strategies of 2021. Because we could be talking about property, right? But property, remember, is a vehicle. If you are messed up, then there's no way you're going to get to property. So I'm trying to fix you. I want you to get out of your way to get to your success. Okay? I'm going to hit that again. I want you to get out of your way, right? So that you can be hitting success. You are the one who is causing you not to have success. A friend of mine today, I was having breakfast and they asked me the question. They said, TJ, why are you not a billionaire? And I was like, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But if you're thinking that I should be a billionaire, then, we can do it together. And he says, no, I'm just thinking about you. You're doing well. I can see you doing well. But why are you not a billionaire? What's stopping you? And I realized that I've got a few baggages. So if you're managing 1,000 rands, a couple of thousands, you'll have some few baggages. Got a couple of hundreds, you're going to have another few baggages. If you got like millions, now you got a little bit more, right? So that's the first thing that I want us to talk about. What fires you up? That's the first thing. The second thing is that what are you learning? What are you learning? Which then translates into what will you be learning? Okay. So 2022 is coming, and a lot of us, we are already thinking, oh, we are going to be going party people, party people over the Christmas, right? And then them ladies are gonna pull them hair down some week. Let's put it down. Okay. Let's have a little bit of tequilas. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I might have some tequila as well myself. But in the mix of all of that, if you're setting yourself for success in 2022, and you got this year, what I'm talking about of the strategies, then you need to start learning something. For you to succeed in one area, you need to already start learning. So what are you learning right now? So some of you have expressed your interest to say, hey, TJ, I want to come through. We heard that you got a boot camp. I've got a boot camp that we are running, by the way. This boot camp, basically what it is it's for people that are starting. It's coming in the coming Saturday. So on Saturday, I don't know whether I'm going to be available. Actually not. Maybe I'll just broadcast from the room. I don't know. Yeah, no, I won't be here. Yeah, so I won't be here. Let me take an executive decision. I won't be here. I'll be training the guys that will be in the room. Okay, we'll be doing this in the room. Now, what am I going to be teaching? I'm going to be teaching people how to start a property business. I've done it. I've got over 200 tenants. And I've run about 500 students. I can teach you this stuff. So if you're thinking that this is something that you want to learn, then you can come through on Saturday and Sunday, and we are going to be teaching these things so that you can learn. So what are you learning? That's the question that I want to ask of you, right? And by the way, if you're in anything else, maybe you do other things, the same thing applies. The same thing applies. What are you learning? And learning does not stop and start. It's continuous. It's continuous. You gotta be continually learning. I'm learning as well, by the way. I go to class. So the guys on the Insta, they're asking for the link. TJ, hit us up with the link for the property bootcamp. Yeah, sure. It is. I'll give that to you now. Right. Let me just reach out to the guys that are on bootcamp. No, that are on not bootcamp. Sorry. So the guys that are on Instagram, they are asking for the link. So yeah, so I'm just gonna throw the link for you guys there so that you can be able to come through if you're coming through. And basically, there is many ways in which you can make money. And if property is not for you, then it's not, right? But you need to figure out whether property is for you. Um, so so some of you, I do know that you might be like saying, hey, you know what, TJ, I want to jump in it. Remember, I'm talking about the best strategies for 2022. Best strategies for you, right? So I spoke about what fires you up. So it's a bit of retrospect to understand. And then the second thing is, what are you learning? The third thing is that, are you creating spaces of opportunities to be available to you? What do I mean by that? Are you creating spaces of opportunities, right, to be available to you? So let me give you an example. What do I mean by that? I am in real estate, right? It does not help to understand what fires me up is doing deals fires me up. I get that. It's adrenaline. If I go and see the deal, okay, that's good. But now I've also learned how to do the deal. That's great. But the third thing now is, if I'm now creating opportunities for me, right, to be in the deal, am I creating a space for me to be having the opportunities? That's what I mean. So am I out there with the estate agents talking about, I buy properties, so that when there is a good deal, who are they going to call? They're going to call me, because I've created that space. Okay. I go out there and I mingle with people. I tell them this is what I do. I'm consistently in their faces to say, guys, this is what I do. And out of that, they then start seeing, oh, so and so. Oh, so and so. Oh, TJ, yes. TJ, he buys properties. Oh, yes, TJ. Now, when there is a deal, who is top of mind? I am top of mind. Why? Because I have created that space. I have told the next person or the next persons, the people around me. If I'm going to the pub, I tell people. If I'm going to church, I tell people. If I am going to the market, I tell people. If I'm going to school, I tell people. If I am going to my children's school, I tell people. I am creating the space so that when the opportunities becomes available, they will find me. This is 2022 strategies that I'm talking about here. By the way, strategies are very difficult to understand. For some of you, it might just go above the head. It's okay. But I'm here to help you. Remember that. Okay, I'm here to help you. That's why I come out every Saturday, so that I can be able to help you. Whilst we are on these topics, guys, I just want to hear, is there any questions based on what we are talking about today? Sounds like a very serious topic, isn't it? Right. So is there any questions that you want to ask me around this topic? I'm going to give you the bonus one. So I've given you 3 things so far. I'm going to give you a bonus, right? So we said, find out what fires you up. That's the first one. Okay. And then the second one is that, what's the second one? Okay, let me not go through them. Okay, I've got them on a paper here. But let me go on to the bonus one. I think the bonus one is gold for me. There's a lot of people out there that listen to this stuff that I'm talking about. And a lot of people would then go out there, and it's December time. They're going to be on the braais and things like that. Sorry. And they'll start talking about, you know, I'm very good friends with TJ. I'm very good friends with him, you know, and we do deals. And you know, oh, this Brad did a deal like this, like this, like this, and all those what those people are doing, they're becoming in what I call information junkies. You're not putting any work into anything. You just cheering others up, you know, and there's nothing in your bank balance to show that your life is improving, even in the negative. It's not there, but you're just cheering other up. Right. So I'm gonna jump onto the questions here. I think I'll give you guys another one. Just before I close, I'll give you guys another bonus. And I think that bonus one is a very important one. So I spoke to you now about don't be an information junkie. Okay. Do stuff. Do stuff. Right. And I'm gonna go into the questions and then I'll see. Let me start with the guys that are on Insta if there is any questions there. But if there's nothing, then we'll go to the guys on YouTube. Awesome stuff. So you asked for the link. Hey, I just dropped the link there for the training that's coming up. It's going to happen whether you're there or not. That's the beauty about my business. Whether you come, whether you're not, it happens. We're gonna go ahead. All right. No questions from the guys that are on Instagram. Right. I'm already doing it, by the way. So I'm already building my own empire. So I'm trying to help you to get there as well. All right, good. Someone is asking the question here. How do you market your rentals? Okay, that's a good question there. By the way, that's a random question. That's a random question that's coming through whilst we are on. Pass it on, and we are asking any question. Crazy Lovnatic, appreciate your time. I always see you here, and I appreciate your participation. And you are asking the question now, how do I market our rental properties? Pretty easy. So the magic of marketing your products, this is not about the rentals. Yeah, it's an art, right? Now, the traditional way of marketing your rentals is Property 24, Private Gumtree, and all of those other places, isn't it? But I almost want to start off from another angle of saying that it really depends on your area, right? So for some areas, if you market your property on Airbnb, it's gonna fill up because Airbnb, there's a whole lot of customers that are waiting for you there. So depending on how pretty your place is, they already jump on it. So that's the first thing. Understanding your market and the other different models of advertising that are already there, the likes of Airbnb, the likes of, there's so many of them, right? This short-term thing is, but you can dictate because you can, and I'm not saying that Crazy Labnatic, this is for short-term rentals. You can also detect 30 days, minimum of 30 days, you know, or minimum of 6 months on Airbnb or on any of these platforms. You can do that, right? So you can find no more tenants if you want to, right? Now, so that's number one, and then number two. So let's finish off number one. There's many platforms. Property 24 is another one. Gumtree is another one. LOI, it's another one. But the bottom line is that I'm giving you, you can create, the second one is that you can create your own website. You can create your own website and then you can market on your own. The third one is that you can create pamphlets for yourself and you can go around your neighborhood where you think business is and you can drop off. The other one is that you can actually make placards at your place. So you can actually make placards at your place and then you can put them up, right? And then the other one is that maybe we're talking outside the tradition of an estate agent and things like that. By the way, an estate agent can do all of these things that I'm talking about. Another one could be maybe word of mouth. You tell people, you know. Another one that I really like, and by the way, if I'm giving you some good information here, you just share some love or something, Yeah, you say, "Yay, TJ, you're telling us the right information." You clap hands, something, do something. The one I really like, is if I've got a building, let's say I've got 10 unit building, right? 10 unit building, and I'm looking for 5 tenants. So what I would do is I tell the other 10 that if they bring in their bras, for as long as they are good, I'm going to pay them 1,000 rand, 500, whatever the fee is, right? It's a placement fee, right? People by nature, they already want to stay within amongst themselves, right? So we're coming from Debs, and we're all going to be like people from Debs in the whole building, and then we're all going to do carpool to go to place X and B. People from Lusaka, they all want to stay in the one building, that kind of thing. So you already have attracted the others. Now you just want to close the remaining one. So I'll just tell my current tenants. That's what I'll do. I hope this has been helpful, man. If it's been helpful, show me some love. Appreciate it. Lawrence, what's happening? It says, how's it going? Evening, Sensei. Yeah, evening to you too, brother. Someone says, yes, I'm right. Okay. This is, let me see who's this one. Mlandile. Mlandile is asking the question, I would like to start soon in property. How can I start? Mlandile, I've just shared there a link, and that link will give you access to you and 2 other people. You can come in and learn in the class for 2 days, hard on 2 days, and thereafter you get every second week you're being mentored. Every second week you're being mentored, so you're getting a mentor as well on the 1,997. Imagine that. Normally mentoring for us is 997, but we're giving that to you on a Black Friday special. I know Black Friday is gone, but I'm just extending it for you because I like you. Right. Someone else is on YouTube, and they're saying to me, hi TJ, hey, what's happening? I'm not so sure who they are. So Sapi 108, let's just call them that, right? Hey TJ, just read your book last night. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Truly inspired by your story. Bought your fundamental courses today and looking forward to it. Awesome stuff, right? Awesome stuff. Good that you're learning. I hope that you're going to be putting in action into buying your properties. And I want to hear from you, man, in terms of how you've made progress in your business. This is about starting your business. Right. I'm going to take my last question. Ladies and gentlemen, it's pass it on so that I can go and chill, maybe watch some TV. Maybe my wife can give me a nice rub or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Last question. Lazarus. Hey, what's happening? Welcome to Pass It On. Yeah. How do you deal with non-paying tenants? I kick them out. That's it. Right. Kick them out. Kick them out. Get the ones that are paying. Right. On a serious note. Okay. So Lazarus, the problem is not about non-paying tenants. The problem is about your entry level of the tenants. That's where the problem is. At a point, I had that particular problem because I wasn't vetting my tenants correctly, right? So I've done a few videos on YouTube where literally one of my partners called Beben Thomas, he's our property managers, and him and his team. Before we assembled that team about 3-4 years ago, we used to get estate agents to just manage our business, our rentals, and we had a high vacancy, man. We had a high vacancy for a season, and we had people that were not paying. And the bottom line is that people, the estate agents would just place these people. By the way, if you got an estate agent, you can ask for the credit report of each and every application that they're going to vet. So you can ask that to safeguard yourself. So that's the one thing. So if you have someone else who's a good tenant, someone else who pays on time on their credit record, that basically means that you won't be falling into this trap, Lazarus. And also, one of my partners, her name is Elize. She's got a product that is called Expelo. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Expelo. So it's X for xenophobia. Yeah. So Expelo. And basically, what that product is all about is that if you can literally get into that product, and your tenant, when they fail to pay, like these ones now, you call on Expelo, Expelo will kick them out for you. Yeah. It's like an insurance for evictions. Yeah. It's like insurance for evictions. That's what I call it. But basically, what it is to make sure that they will help you out with that. So, now, how do you get to the tenant not paying? So we spoke about the vetting process. So if your vetting process is not strong, you're going to end up with that problem. If your vetting criteria is strong, then you never have that problem. However, it is a reality that people's lives changes. So I might have a job today, I was a good payee, and then tomorrow I might not have a job. And I've been a good payee all this time. Now, this is where discretion comes in. Because as a landlord, and this person has been with me for 5 years, and they've always paid on time on the 25th when they were employed. And now this first month that when they don't make a payment and you find out that they are unemployed, what do you do, Lazarus, as a landlord? So do you give them a bit of grace? They've been a good tenant for years, right? So how do you manage that? So that's also another second layer of thinking about these things, as and when you get this. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, remember you're running a business. It is about running a business, so you want to make sure that you're profitable. So maybe you can carry them for 2 to 3 months, but you're already preparing for the eviction and the acknowledgements of debt and all of those things whilst you're helping them. Because the day that you want to evict them formally, all of that paperwork needs to be in place. That's what it basically means. At the end of the day, even though you are a human being, Ubuntu kicks in, but you're running a business at the end of the day. That's what it is. All right. So even if you've bought a Pick and Pay for when you were a child, the day that you fail to pay or to go and pay Pick and Pay, they're not going to give you any handouts. They're not. So treat it that way, man. Treat it that way. Right. So hey guys, this is TJ. It's been great hanging out with you guys on Pass It On. Those that are coming to class on Saturday, those that are traveling from out of town, a couple of people are traveling from out of town. Travel safe. I suggest travel on a Thursday, relax on a Friday, and let's meet in Rivonia on the Saturday morning. And with that Saturday morning, we're going to start 9 o'clock sharp. If you have paid and you haven't started your pre-course work, you're in trouble. You've got 20 hours of pre-course work that you need to do. So make sure that within this week, you're already killing at least 2 hours every day. Okay? But it's great. It's great. We're going to enjoy ourselves, our minds. It's going to be opened up. Those that will start making some money next year, they already start making some money. And over and above that, on Sunday, so Saturday, we're going to do a 9 to 9. So the training is hardcore. We've got a lot to cover. So we're going to do a 9 to 9. All right. And then the Sunday, we'll do a 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So this is the 11th and the 12th. Some of you who are going to be online, watching us from online, great. Well done. You can still watch us online. So the Zoom links and all of those things will be shared to you on the day, I think. Yeah. And you can log in. Make sure that you've got good internet. Cell phone internet one might not cut it for you. But just make sure that you've got good internet wherever you're going to be. And Get your notebooks, your pens, your crayons, whatever that's going to make it work so that you can learn. It is I, your boy, TJ. Let's chat again in the, well, next week I'm not here. I am going to be doing the training. So for some of you, who are accustomed to be on here, I'm not going to be here. But if you're coming into the class, we will see you in the class.